biggest concern in using an AI is the hallucination it causes. So chatbots, they are a master. They are master at confident fabrication. See, they will make up research paper, cite fake legal cases while you are learning something. Teachers, like when we are learning something at school, teachers gives us homeworks. Ask the AI to finish our homework. It just writes it. Your thinking drops. Your cognitive skills drops. So the real growth comes from the messiness of human interaction. So talking to actual humans, for everything it gives us an output, question it back. And you have to preserve your cognition. Your consciousness, creativity, and ability to care are uniquely human assets. So the topic I've got here is to talk about, how AIs work and what are the concerns uh, about, depending on AI too much. Illusion you are talking to. So just a quick question: how many of us here are using AI in our day-to-day tasks? I'm pretty sure all of them present here in this meeting are using AI into their day-to-day tasks, right? So, have you ever thought about how they work? It's all maths. At the end of the day, AI is just a math. It just predicts the next word based on patterns from the internet. So, just taking a quick example, the cat sat on the so that sentence, right? I want everyone to complete the sentence. We would think of the cat sat on the floor, the cat sat on the mat, etc., etc. AI simulates its brain or simulates its math to predict the next word. And that's how we get a sentence as an output from an AI. So that's how it works. The AI is trained on a digital copy of the open web corpus. It is available for every one of us here to download, and it is up open source online. So it is just a massive 40 terabyte file of textual data. Basically the digital copy of the entire internet. So chatbots like this, chatbots like ChatGPT, chatbots like Claude AI, any large language model, these AIs that we use through the apps like ChatGPT or Claude. Those AI models are called LLMs or large language models. These large language models are trained on these data. So they are trained on the digital copy of the internet. So that's how they got knowledge of the every event that has already has taken place in the past. But why do you think it cannot know something about a very new or recently happened news? It's because it has a static knowledge. That is, every AI has something called a knowledge cutoff. That is, AI is trained on data till that particular date. And everything that has happened past that date, that AI won't be knowing it. So AI has a static knowledge, and we do some a math called the transformer math on AI to get output from these models based on the input data we give. So there are three pillars in an AI. So first is the massive data. As I said, we have the open web corpus, which is a massive data, and AI models are trained on billions of sentences from the entire internet. So it is not learning the language, it is not learning the meaning, it is actually learning the patterns in each language, and that's how it produces an output for the input text we give. And next comes the real magic. It's called the transformer architecture. And we Indians have to be proud that because this math called the transformers was released through a research paper called the Attention is All You Need. And this paper or this research or this algorithm has been created by an Indian. And that Indian's research got changed a really big or caused a really big revolution throughout the internet or throughout the globe. That's how Transformers was born. So it's actually an architecture. So what it does is it pays attention to the context and the input you give. That's why a chatbot tries to remember what you have said past the conversation. So transformer algorithm helps an AI model to take your inputs or past messages as context and use its like next sentence prediction algorithm to give an output or give us an answer based on the question we have asked. But then how is the model giving us outputs like it is speaking to us? So the magic comes in something called the RLHF. It's called learning through human feedback. So what this algorithm does is it will rank the given input and the given output from a range starting from 0 to 1, and that score helps the algorithm inside this AI models or these language models to learn that if whatever it is giving us an output or how it is handling the input is right or wrong. So we these RLHF algorithms uses an input output pair. That is, it will have a lot of input questions. That what is the current, what is the name of the current Prime Minister of India? What's the name of the current President of America? So it will have such inputs and such and conversation like outputs for these particular questions. And these models or these set of data sets are used to train these transformer models further to make it like a conversational model. And that conversational model is used as a backend to serve the chatbots we are using right now. So at the end of the day, it is math. So another thing, another confident or another biggest concern in using an AI is the hallucination it causes. So chatbots, they are master at confident fabrication. See, they will make up research paper, cite fake legal cases, and even wrong codes or wrong snippets of programs that we ask you to make. So basically, I've asked a question on to tell about some research at an MI at like some from some Ivy League institutes in the world. So, what AI has given me is it has started with according to a 2023 study by the University of California. So I've went to Google, I've searched through the entire archive of University of California, and to my surprise, a study didn't exist at all. So the why this is happening is because of the because of the limitations in RLHF algorithms. So that limitations cause AI to hallucinate. So when we are studying or when we are writing something or when we are writing a blog article or a research paper using ChatGPT, it just makes up things which doesn't exist to fill up the sentence that you guys are giving as an input. So AI will hallucinate its own facts to satisfy, because why? It is trained and it is forcibly trained to satisfy your needs. So it just makes up facts to satisfy us when we give an input. So what's a homework paradox? While you are learning something, teachers, like when we are learning something at school, teachers gives us homeworks. So that homeworks helps us practice. That homework helps us recollect the key points or the key uh, subject of what the teacher has taught us that particular day. So when or if we go to our home and we go to ChatGPT or some other LLMs like that and search for the homework and ask the AI to finish our homework, it just writes it. See, it's not learning. Learning is not about getting the answers or by hiding the answers. Learning is all about the struggle, the way you search for the answer, and the satisfaction you get after learning about the answer, and the satisfaction or the dopamine release your brain releases while you struggle for an answer and when you get it. That is what learning is for me. So if you are using AI as a shortcut to learn stuff or to do your homework, you're just getting instant answers that bypasses the critical thinking process in your brain. So that causes your brain's cognitive skills to drop down. So it's not always going to ChatGPT and trying to finish your homework. I suggest you we us as a whole think, write the answers or write whatever we are writing as a homework and just use AI as a tool to correct some parts or use AI and tool as a tool from like use it at the least as possible. Then comes emotional attachments. As the previous speakers have told, AI relationships are easy because they often offer frictionless validations. They just satisfy whatever you ask it. It doesn't know how to distinguish between bad and good. Whatever you say, it just accepts it because it has been trained to satisfy you. So everything you are giving as an AI, you are giving as an input to an AI. It just accepts whatever you're talking. Like for example, you anyone here can go to ChatGPT and ask it like who's the current Prime Minister of India. It would say Narendra Modi ji. But if you tell that no, Tiger is the current Prime Minister of India, it just accepts it. It doesn't correct you because it was trained to satisfy you. Just like that, when you are, expressing your emotions to an AI, that it just accepts it. It does not question you back. It does not tell you like this is wrong, this is right. It just satisfies your inner needs and makes your brain release dopamine unnecessarily, and that causes you to stick on to these models more and more. So the danger, it empties the calories for your soul. Your soul drops, your thinking drops, your cognitive skills drops. So the real growth comes from the messiness of human interaction. So talking to actual humans or talking to an entity which has emotions is really different from what you're talking to a math. So, summarizing everything, use AI as a tool, not a crutch. Reframe chatbots or ask your power tools. Potent yet indifferent. So, they are assistants and not a replacement for humans. For everything it gives as an output, question it back. And you have to preserve your cognition. Your consciousness, creativity, and ability to care are uniquely human assets. So, don't outsource them to AI.